Evan's thumb mashed the glowing portal order button on the sketchy app. A ring of light ripped open in the center of his living room. Hiss of ozone filled the air. Out stepped a girl, no, a woman, with skin like polished amethyst, eyes glowing faint gold, and hair that shifted like liquid silver. She wore a sleek jumpsuit that hummed with embedded tech. 4 feet tall, max. She froze, scanning his cluttered apartment. Pizza boxes on the coffee table, laundry pile in the corner, his laptop still open on the couch. Evan blinked, heart slammed. He slapped the laptop shut. What the hell? She tilted her head, her gaze locked on him, then flicked to the fading portal ring, now collapsed to nothing. She muttered in a language like chiming glass. Straightened, marched for the door. No! Wait! Evan lunged, blocked her path. Towered over her at 6 feet. You can't just... Outside's not safe. People. Cars. Panic. She glared up, pushed past anyway. Her hand brushed his arm. Cool. Smooth. Like touching marble. Evan slammed the door shut behind her attempt. Leaned against it. Look. Whatever that was, it's gone. You're stuck here, with me. Evan Park. He pointed to his chest. She pulled back. Wrist device lit up. Holographic panel flickered to life. She tapped furiously. A chirp echoed toward the ceiling. Sharp. Repeating. Like a smoke alarm crossed with a modern. Evan's phone buzzed in his pocket. He ignored it. Grabbed a water bottle from the fridge. Held it out. Thirsty? You look. Portal lagged. The chirp intensified. Her eyes widened. First crack in her composure. She snatched the bottle, twisted the cap wrong. Water sprayed her face. Evan stifled a laugh, took it back, unscrewed. Handed it over slow, like this. She sipped, coughed. Nodded once. Lyra Vey. Of the Vane Concord. This. Error. She waved at the room. English? Perfect. Accented lightly. Tech translation? The chirp pulsed red now. Ceiling lights flickered. Something upstairs thumped. Mara, probably.
Turn that off, Evan said.
Grabbed a blanket from the couch. Draped it over her shoulders. Neighbors here. Cops come. Bad for both of us. Lyra tapped her wrist. Chirp, silenced. She clutched the blanket. Gold eyes studied him. You contain breach. Why? Common sense. Evan stepped back. Hands up. No freak out. No calling news. We fix this quiet. She paced his 5 paces of floor space. Jumpsuit panels glowed, scanning walls. Stopped at the window, peered through blinds at the city street below. Cars honking, pedestrians rushing. Human world, primitive, unsecured. Hey, Evan crossed arms. Works fine for us. Her wrist beeped soft, hollow panel reformed. A voice emanated. Calm, synthetic. Citizen Vey, Node Sable, lockdown protocol active. Portal misalignment, human sector. Remain stationary, retrieval en route. Estimated 47 cycles. Lyra's shoulders tensed. Sable, accelerate. Sector unsecured. Native interference. Negative. Protocols bind. No exposure. Evan leaned in. Who's Sable? Retrieval? Lyra dismissed the hollow. Agent, my lift home. She eyed him. You comprehend? Enough. Evan pulled his phone. Texted Mara. Weird delivery glitch. Need cover. Don't ask. Mara replied instant. On it. Act normal. Door knocked. Sharp raps. Evan froze. Lyra ducked behind the couch. He cracked the door. Mara Jin stood there. Korean, mid-30s, gym bag slung over shoulder. Heard beeps. Your drone porn again? Shh. Evan waved her in. Shut door fast. Mara spotted the blanket lump, raised brow. Evan, explain. Portal app screw up, he whispered. Alien girl. Real one, trapped. Mara snorted. Peeked over couch. Lyra rose. Blanket clutched like armor. Vine. Lyra Vey. Mara whistled low. Purple skin. Glowy eyes. Okay. Sci-fi's real. She faced Evan. Goads. No. Hider, I got your shift at work covered. Lie low. Thanks. Evan exhaled. Mara was ex-military. No drama. Just results. Mara grabbed snacks from his fridge. Tossed Lyra a protein bar. Eat. Looks human enough. To Evan, lock app, block signal, buy time. Lyra unwrapped the bar, nibbled. Allies? Neighbor. Solid. Evan nodded. Mara slipped out. Text if explodes. Door clicked shut. Silence. Lyra sat on couch edge. Blanket pooled around her. Your protocols flexible. Evan shrugged, sat across. Humans improvise. He booted laptop. Careful, no apps. Pulled up maps. Where you from? Stars? Vayen conquered. Fringe worlds. She leaned closer. Scent like fresh rain. Portal, meant for outpost. Your click. Rerouted. My bad. Evan winced. Sketchy ad. Thought pizza. She almost smiled. Gold eyes softened. Evan Park. You shield. Offer sustenance. No exploitation. Basic decency.
We met her gaze.
Stuck together. Might as well not suck. Wrist beeped again. Sable's voice. Citizen Vey. Status? Secured, Lyra said. Native cooperative. Human. Evan Park. Human? Pause. Anomalous. Protocols adjust. Stand by. Lyra muted it. Touched Evan's knee. Light testing. Trust initiated. Heat rose in his face. He covered her hand with his. Warmth spread. Yeah, let's keep it that way. Outside, a distant siren wailed. Lyra tensed. Evan stood. Dimmed lights. Rest. I watched her. She curled under blanket. Lyra bolted upright from the couch, blanket tumbling, her gold eyes locked on the kitchen sink. She pointed, kissed a sharp trill. Evan spun from the door. What? She darted forward, snatched a knife from the block, prodded the yellow sponge. It squished. She recoiled, dropped the blade with a clatter, tapped the counter 3 times, quick, deliberate warnings, like hazard markers. Evan stepped close. Heart raced, but calm held. Sponge, cleans dishes. Not dangerous. He mimed scrubbing a plate. Her translator app buzzed from his phone on the table. Pathogen vector. Microbial bloom. Vayen protocol. Isolate. He blinked. She might be right. Human sponges bred bacteria like crazy. Okay. Trash it. Grabbed tongs, plucked the sponge, bagged it, tied tight, dropped in bin. Lyra watched, shoulders easing, tapped his arm once. Approval. Ground rules. Evan said. Held up hand. No enter kitchen alone. Gestured boundary at counter edge. Pointed to fridge. Shake head. No open without me. She nodded. Copied the line in air with finger. Wrist device beeped soft. Sable logging. Phone app translated her trill. Agreed. Containment priority. Progress. Evan exhaled. Food next. Hungry? She waved off the open fridge. Scanned shelves. Tapped a bag of apples. Warning double tap. Tapped rice canister. Triple. Refused everything loose. Smart. Allergens. Contaminants. Evan pulled sealed packs from pantry. Protein bars. Nuts. Canned tuna. Held each to her nose. Smell. Choose. Lyra leaned in. Sniffed bar. Green light. Single tap. Ignored nuts. Passed tuna. Unwrapped bar slow. Nibbled edge. Chewed. Eyes lit. Compatible. Sustaining. Good. He ate 1-2. Matched her pace. Built trust. She slipped off her sleek boots. Copied his earlier shoes off at door. Placed them precise by mat. Inspected floor. Crouched, traced grains with finger. Like scanning a sacred site. Tapped spots clean. Evan crouched too. Wood. Vacuumed yesterday.
Human nest. Orderly.
App voice soft. She stood, flexed toes on planks. First bare contact. Wrist beeped louder. Citizen Vey. Contaminate risk. Minimal, she replied.
Post competent. Evan's turn to flush.
Pulled out laptop. No webcams faced her, but smoke alarm LED blinked red. Lyra flinched hard. Dove behind couch. Surveillance node. Active. Whoa. He yanked chair over, blocked the light. Unplugged smart bulb and lamp. Steady glow now. Taped phone camera lens. Covered router LED with sticker. No spies. Private. She peeked out. Rose, slow. You adapt. Shield flaws. Touched his wrist. Light, electric. Heat climbed his neck. Practical. Sat on floor with her. Cross-legged. Shared bar half. Door knocked sharp. Mara. Evan opened crack. Neighbor thrust bag. Snacks. Fridge raid. Tossed protein bar to Lyra. Eat. Looks human enough. To him. Lock app. Block signal. Buy time. Lyra caught it mid-air. Unwrapped. Bit deeper. Allies? Neighbor. Solid. Evan nodded. Mara smirked. Text if explodes. Door shut. Silence settled. Lyra perched couch edge. Blanket draped. Your protocols. Flexible. Evan shrugged. Sat across. Booted laptop. Screen only. No apps. Maps pulled up. Where from? Stars? Vein conquered. Fringe worlds. She leaned. Scent hit. Ozone rain. Portal for outpost. Your... Click. Rerouted. My bad. He rubbed neck. Sketchy ad. Pizza deal. Gold eyes crinkled. Almost smile. Evan Park. You shield. Sustenance. No exploitation. Basic decency. Pelled gaze. Steady. Wrist beeped. Citizen Vey. Status. Secured. Lyra spoke firm. Native cooperative. Human. Evan Park. Human? Static pause. Anomalous species. Protocols adjust. Stand by. She muted band. Hand found his knee. Testing brush. Skin tingled. Evan covered it. Palm warm. Scales faint under soft. Trust initiated. Yeah. Voice low. Let's keep it. Siren wailed distant. Lyra tensed. Grip tighter. Evan rose. Dimmed last lights. Rest. I watch door. She uncurled blanket. Slid under. Eyes lingered on him. Curled tight. Evan settled by window. Curtain crack. Night hummed. Phone vibrated. Sable ping. No. Mara text. Portal fix. Or we adopt. Grinned faint. Typed. Working it. Thanks. Lyra stirred. Murmured in sleep trill. App silent. He checked fridge seals. Double-bagged sponge just in case. Her taps echoed. Warnings heeded. Dawn crept. Wrist lit up again. Sable. Retrieval window narrows. Native interference minimal. Lyra sat up. Blanket slipped shoulder. Evan facilitates. Trust bond forms. Trust. Sable's tone flat. Irrelevant. Evac protocols. Adjust. She cut. Muted. Looked to Evan. They procedural. You. Intuitive. He brewed coffee. Sealed pods only. Offered mug. She sniffed. Sip tiny. Warmth shared. Door rattled. Delivery bot? No. Mara again. Slid note under. News quiet. Feds sniffing? Lie low. Evan nodded to empty hall. Lyra watched. Copied his nod. Boots back on? No. Still bare. Floor ritual complete. Lead on microwave blinked. He smothered it with towel. Her flinch gone. Team? He said. She echoed. Team. Heat built, not just hands now. Proximity forced it. Trust sealed it. Outside, Van idled strange. Retrieval? Panic bait? Evan barred door mental. Problems? One by one. Sponge done. Food safe Evan's phone buzzed sharp in his pocket. He yanked it out, unknown number. Lyra snatched at mid-ring, eyes wide. She tapped accept. A voice crackled. Vey Lyra, confirm breach isolation. Protocol Zeta 7. She went rigid. Fingers clenched the case white-knuckled. Zeta 7 affirmed. Native assets secured. No cascade. Evan lunged, grabbed the phone, gentle but firm. Pulled it free. Who the hell is this? And what's your plan to get her out? Static hissed, then calm, synthetic tone. Human designate Evan Park. This is courier node Sable. Retrieval protocols engage. Standby native interference null. Null? She's freaking out over microwaves and sponges? Give me a time window. Hours? Days? Lyra tugged his sleeve, nodded fierce. Evan right. Protocols. Lag. Sable paused. Window. 47 cycles. Native panic risk elevates. UVAC signature cloaked. Evan cut in. Cycles? Speak English. Hours. Approximately 28 Earth hours. Maintain containment. Line died. Evan pocketed the phone. Turned to Lyra. She exhaled shaky. Grabbed notepad from counter. Scribbled fast, swirling lines. Dots. A jagged spiral. Circled one tiny block amid stars, his building. Tapped it twice. Anchor. You. He stared. Star map like a kid's doodle, but precise. That's us. Y circle here. Portal glitch pinned your locus. Retrieval vectors converge. Safe harbor. Pertrill softened. Hand brushed his. Lingered. Heat flickered. He cleared throat. Dialed Mara. Hey, hallway. Promise me. Keep it dead quiet. No visitors. No chatter. Mara snorted over line. Evan, you sound like you're hiding a body. What's the alien doing now? Teleporting pizza? Swear it. Quiet. She's sensitive. Lights. Noise. It's bad. Pause. Fine. Scout's honor. But you owe details. Deal. He hung up. Door knocked soft. 3 raps. Their code. Mara slipped in, arms loaded, blackout curtains, duct tape, protein bars. Eyed Lyra. Star charts? Cute. Windows first. Evan nodded. Grab tape. They worked tandem. Mara unrolled fabric heavy. He pinned corners tight. No gaps. Lyra watched. Copied stretches. Pulled taut. Smart fabric? Mara asked. Tested drape. Light died inside. Earth cheap. Evan said. Blocks 99%. Lyra blinked at sealed glass. No flinch. Stepped close. Touched pain. Evan seals world. Safe. Mara smirked. Unpacked bars. Eat. No sponge repeats. Handed one to Lyra. Peanut butter. Human fuel. Lyra sniffed. Bit tiny. Eyes lit. Chomped more. Fuel good. Team fuel. Evan taped last edge. Stepped back. Room dimmed cozy. Phone stayed silent. 28 hours. He checked fridge. Seals held. No leaks. Mara leaned doorframe. Feds. News still mum. But van circled block twice. Retrieval cloaked, Lyra said. Accent thicker under stress. Sable procedural. Evan. Adapts. Mara raised brow. Adapts? Kid, you're MacGyvering first contact in sweatpants. Evan shrugged. Just practical. But Lyra's gaze stuck. Warm. Pulled him closer. She traced star map again. Pointed cluster. Home vector. Strict codes. No. Intuitive bonds. Intuitive? He leaned in. Sense mixed. Her clean ozone. His coffee. You see needs. Act. My people wait. Decree. The fingers linked his. Squeezed. Mara cleared throat. I'll patrol hall. Text if glitch. Slipped out quiet. Door clicked shut. Alone again. Proximity hummed. Lyra tugged him to couch. Sat close. Shoulder touched shoulder. 28 cycles. Teach more earth? He nodded. Hand stayed in hers. Yeah. Start with this. Grabbed remote. Dim screen low. Flicked nature dock. No cities. Just forests. Safe visuals. She curled against him. Absorbed greens. Flows. Evan whirled. Alive. Not code. His arm draped natural. Heart picked up. Trust sealed it. Romance sparked quiet. Phone buzzed. Mara, van back. Blacked out windows. Not ours. Evan tensed. Showed Lyra. She straightened. Drew line on map. From stars to his circle. Sable early or rivals? Rivals? Exploitation vectors. Your competence. Noted off-world. He barred mental doors. Stood. Checked peephole. Van idled. Figures blurred. We hold. Team. She rose, pressed back to his chest. Team. Breath synced. Outside. Engine growled low. Retrieval. Trap. 28 hours ticked. He grabbed duct tape fresh roll. Problems one by one. But her warmth anchored now. Star map burned in mind. His building mattered. They did. Evan extended his hand. Hey, easy. I'm Evan. Welcome to wherever you just dropped in. The alien girl recoiled. She snapped both palms out hard. No. Her voice cracked like static, eyes wide under iridescent skin that shimmered blue-green. He froze mid-gesture. Heart hammered. A portal flash had ripped open his living room 10 seconds ago, right over his coffee table. Shards of light faded. No warning. Just her. Tall, lithe, in a sleek silver jumpsuit that hummed faint. Antennae quivered on her forehead. She tapped his chest. Sharp. Poke. Twice. Then jabbed a finger at the door, her hands twisted into shackles. Wrists crossed, yanked tight. You, old? Free? Evan blinked. She thought he trapped her. Mistake. Big one. No. No, not me. He backed up slow, hands open. Apartment small. Kitchenette, couch, bedroom door ajar. No time for panic. Phone stayed pocketed. First, de-escalate. She edged toward the door. Antennae flicked. Scanned walls. Portal error. Retrieval node. Pounding shook the hallway. Voices muffled. Neighbors. Her eyes locked his. Fear edged to steel. Evan nodded fast. Safe here. Trust? He grabbed his keys, jangled them, pointed to bedroom. You take space. I lock out. She tilted head, watched. He stepped in. Flipped light. Queen bed. Messy laundry. Grabbed spare blanket. Tossed on floor. Backed out. Door clicked shut. He twisted lock from outside. Old mechanism. Keyhole both sides. Demonstrated. Tried knob. Stuck. See, you control. Living room yours. She tested. Peeked in. Antennae swept room. Pulled door wider. No shackle mime now. Shoulders dropped. Evan exhaled. Grabbed water bottle from fridge. Offered cap first. Drink? She waved it off. Sat on couch edge. Rigid. Then relaxed inch by inch. Legs folded under. Palm lifted. Open. Glowing veins pulsed. Lyra Vey. Greeting mark. He mirrored. Pressed palm to hers. Warmth bloomed. Ink-like light seeped from her skin. Stained his hand blue. Swirled patterns faint glow. Faded slow. Whoa. Cool. Seal. Trust vector. Her English clipped. Accented. Words flowed smoother now. You. Not. Captor. Competent hold. Pounding returned. Harder. Hallway thundered. Evan, open up. Delivery mix-up. Mara. Neighbor. Sharp as nails. Lyra tensed. Dove toward bedroom. Evan waved her down. Hide. Pointed couch. She slid behind fast. Silent. Cat-like. He grabbed throw pillow. Fluffed it casual. Cracked door. Mara stood there. Towel turban. Robe. Curd boom. Your fault? TV. Loud. Evan leaned casual. Blocked view. She squinted past. Bull. Window shook. What? Microwave nuke? Fixed. He smiled. Competent sold it. Mara snorted. Weird night. Dan circling block. Fed plates? Keep it quiet. Slipped him energy bar. Door shut hers. Evan bolted his. Peeked peephole. Street dark. Black van idled curbside. Tinted. Engine low growl. Lyra rose from behind couch. Glow mark on his palm matched hers. Neighbor. Ally. Confidant. He pocketed bar. Mar covers. She paced. Antennae tracked air currents. Portal misfire. Courier node. Sable inbound. 28 cycles max. Strict codes. No exposure. Earth. Panic bad. Evan nodded. Grabbed notebook. Sketched apartment layout. Hide spots here. Food fridge. Bathroom mat. She traced lines. Fingers brushed his. Lingered. You map intuitive. My fleet waits decree. You act. Small smile cracked her face. First one. Ozone scent sharpened. Clean. Electric. Phone buzzed. He answered. Hologram flickered. Tiny orb over screen. Voice calm. Procedural. Evan Park. Node Sable. Lyra Vey location confirmed. Evac protocols. Isolate. No contact. Lyra snatched phone. Sable. Error vector. Human competence noted. Delay rivals. Rivals? Evan mouthed. Exploitation guilds. She handed back. Glow mark pulsed brighter. Sable's orb spun. Human. Stand down. Retrieval drone deploys. No intuitive bonds. Evan leaned in. She's safe. My place. No panic. Pause. Anomalous. Monitor compliance. Hollow winked out. Lyra sank to couch, pulled knees up. 28 cycles. Earth. Chaotic. Alive. Not too close. Shoulder gap. We'll manage. Team? She turned, palm mark glowed on his skin. Touched it. Team. Fingers linked, tentative, squeezed. Warmth spread, not just ink. Heart synced, odd rhythm, trust locked in. Door rattled. Mara texted. All clear, but vans circling. Friends? Evan tensed. Showed Lyra. She drew star map on his notebook, quick strokes, from constellation to building pin. Sable early, or intercept. Rivals want you. He stood, checked locks, grabbed duct tape roll. Fresh. We fortify. She rose, pressed back to his chest. Steady. Fortify. Breath matched. Outside. Tires crunched gravel. Figures slipped from van. Blurred shadows. Engine cut. 28 hours. Ticking. Evan taped window edges first. Her hand stayed on his arm. Anchor. Problems stacked but one by one. Competence won quiet wars. Pounding hit door again. Not Mara. Deeper voice. Open up. Official business. Lyra's antennae spiked. Trap vector. He shoved her behind couch. Couch cushions piled high. Stay. Door bucked. Wood groaned. Evan gripped bat from closet. Heart steady. Human normal. Her eyes met his. Trust sealed. Romance flickered unspoken. Evan pressed his eye to the peephole. A burly man in a cheap suit loomed in the hall, fist raised. No uniform. No badge visible. Who is it? Evan called. Voice steady. Bat gripped behind the door. Official business. Open up! The man pounded again. Door vibrated. Evan glanced back. Lyra huddled behind the couch, cushions stacked like a bunker. Her antennae twitched. Eyes wide on him, not without ID. Slided under. Evan kept his tone flat, neighborly firm. The man grunted, shuffled. No paper appeared. Can't wait. Got a tip. Strange lights here. National security. Bullshit. Evan taped the window edges tighter. Van outside idled, shadows shifting, lights, faulty bulb. Fixed it. Call the super. Door rattled harder. Open or I break it down. Mara's text buzzed. Fake fed. Building cam caught him flashing cash at super. Stalling him? Police en route? Evan lied loud. They'll verify. He wrapped the bat lightly on wood for echo. Footsteps retreated. Muttered curse. Elevator dinged distant. Evan exhaled, locked the chain twice. Clear. For now. Lyra peeked over cushions, nodded sharp, grabbed his headphones from coffee table. Plugged into his phone, tapped screen. Short videos cued. Baby words. Simple phrases. Yes. No. Help. Food. She slipped them on. Antennae bobbed with rhythm, eyes locked on subtitles. Absorbed fast, Evan watched. He grabbed paper, markers from jump drawer. Goal. Talk without touch. No protocols broken. He taped a grid to the wall. Icons first. Door. Window. Food. Water. Yes. No cards flipped big. Arrows for directions. Stick figures for people. Him, her, bad guys. Lyra pulled headphones off, pointed. Good. Touched yes card. Smiled faint. First real one. Progress. Evan nodded. Test. He pointed door icon. Question mark. She flipped. No. Window. Food. Yes. He raided fridge. Apple slices. Cheese. No allergens guessed. She ate precise, savoring, pointed thank you icon he'd sketched. Van engine revved outside. Gravel spat. Gone. For now. Lyra shifted. Held arm. Sleeve rode up. Small cut gleamed. Blue blood beaded. From portal scrape? Evan froze. Pointed sanitizer spray. Question icon. She eyed it. Hesitated. Antennae drooped. Strict rules. Her world's consent scanners glowed only on willing skin. He set bat down. Backed up. Hands open. She pointed instructions. First. Wash hands. Check. Spray nozzle clean. Check. No touch skin. Only air. Evan complied. Sprayed light mist over cut. 2 feet away, she watched intense. No scanner yet. Cut stung her, she hissed soft. More. He held bottle ready. Nod. Closer spray. Wound foamed clean. Done. She flipped thank you, twice. Evan rolled sleeve, extended wrist. Your turn. Prove it works both ways. Her eyes widened, antennae perked. Scanner on her palm ignited. Soft blue glow, she hovered it over his skin. No contact. Light danced. Beeped affirm. Consent logged. Mutual. Air thickened. She stepped closer. First time unprompted. Inches away. Heat radiated, scent like ozone and flowers. Palm pressed his taped icon board. Drew new symbol. Heart? 2 figures linked. Evan's pulse jumped. Her fingers brushed his. Lingered. Door buzzed intercom. Mara's voice. Evan, let me up. Supplies.
He buzzed her in.
Lyra darted behind couch again. Mara slipped inside. Bags heavy. Duct tape rolls. Tarps. Flashlights. Heard the fake fed. Van's plates fake too. Your alien glow girl okay? Lyra peeked. Mara froze. Whoa. Real. Evan blocked view gentle. Lyra. Biolisses. She's learning. Lyra waved shy. Pointed Mara icon. New friend? Mara grinned. Set bags down. Cover story. Gas leak. Told Super. He's buying. Phone chimed. Sable's hollow flickered. Compliance noted. Rivals probe. Hold 24 cycles. Portal recalibrate. Lyra pointed screen. Drew rival symbol. Jagged lines. Evan taped tarp over main window. Blackout. Fortified. Mara helped. Quick knots. You're calm as hell, Evan. Most guys panic. Lyra watched him tape. Eyes tracked hands. Precise. Efficient. Sable's hollow returned. Injury report? Lyra pointed cut. Healed pink now. Human aid? Sable's tone shifted. Curious probe. Evan shrugged. Sanitized. No touch. Silence. Unorthodox. Effective. Monitor continues. Hollow winked. Mara texted. Leaving. Yell if needed. Door clicked shut. Evan turned. Lyra stood close. Closer. Hand on his arm. Glow scanned again. His skin. Willing. She pulled headphones on. Video. Trust. Paused. Pointed them both. Team. Fingers linked. Firmer. Her skin cool silk. His warm anchor. Outside. New tires crunched. Shadows lengthened. He squeezed back. Team. Her antennae curled toward him. Breath synced. Romance sparked quiet. Real. Bat ready. Board updated. Fight. Wait. She flipped wait. Pointed heart symbol. 28 cycles ticking. But here, now. Close enough. Air hummed electric. Trust sealed skin to skin. Rivals closed in. But his apartment held. Competence built walls and bonds. A sharp hum pierced the apartment air. The closet door rattled, then split with a thin vertical glow. Not the wooden panel, but a slit of otherworldly light ripping through the air inside it. A fist-sized beacon tumbled out, clattering onto scattered shoes. It pulsed blue, scanning arcs of razor light slicing across the floor. Evan jerked his hand from Lyra's. What the hell? She yanked him back hard, her cool grip iron. The beacon's light swept toward them, etching faint scorch lines on the carpet. It whirred louder, projecting a grid that crawled up the walls like claiming territory. Claimer, Lyra hissed, antennae flattening. Her free hand slapped her wristcom, but the light locked on Evan's bat propped by the door. He twisted free, lunged for the kitchen breaker panel. No time for questions. Flip. Darkness swallowed the room. The beacon stuttered, arcs dying mid-sweep. It thumped silent. Lyra exhaled sharp. She released him. Darted to the device, picked it up with a cloth scrap. Rival probe. Maps. Calls swarm. Evan flicked his phone light on low. The closet hung empty now. Slit sealed. Swarm. Like drones. Worse. She crushed the beacon under her heel. Sparks popped. They tag. Exploit. His pulse hammered, but hand stayed steady. He grabbed the tarp roll, blocked the closet first. Taped it over the doorframe fast, edges sealed. No gaps. Lyra watched, eyes wide. Antennae twitched up. She activated her command. Holo flickered to life. Courier node Sable's angular face resolved. Calm voids for eyes. Node Sable. Breach. Rival claimer and nest. Lyra thrust the smashed beacon shards at the projection. Sable's mandibles clicked. Location logged. Auto-retrieval dispatches. Old position. No. Lyra's voice sharpened. High status edge cutting through. Automation fails human norms. Probes escalate. Manual pickup, now. Evan taped the last strip. Turned, her stance, shoulders back, glow pulsing firm, mirrored boardroom steel. But here, in his taped-up closet, Sable paused. Protocol, override, VAE priority. She jabbed the hollow. Rooftop neutral. Human escorts. Evan stepped into frame. I'll get her there. Quiet. No spectacle. Sable's voids fixed on him. Scanned. Human variable, unpredictable. Effective. Lyra snapped. Echoed earlier words. Coordinates? Evan asked. Lyra pointed ceiling. Rooftop access. Low profile. Sable's hollow nodded once. Affirm. Manual shuttle. 4 cycles. Avoid vectors. Projection winked out. Evan checked his watch. 24 minutes. Stairs or fire escape? Fire escape. She grabbed her cloak. Tucked antennae under hood. Shadows. He nodded. Snagged the bat. Phone. Keys. Mara's cover holds. Gas leak. We slip out back. They eased the apartment door. Hall empty. Mara's text buzzed. Eyes open. Clear. Fire escape groaned under their steps. Lyra moved light, but her boots clicked alien rhythms. Evan led, scanning alleys below. Distant tires crunched, same as before. Clear, he whispered, hauled her over the last rail to gravel rooftop. City sprawl stretched dark. Stars drowned in light pollution. Perfect blackout spot. She crouched by the AC unit, pulled hood tighter. Your calm, anchors. He scanned horizons. No lights, no hums. Just steps, one problem at a time. Handed her water bottle. Stay low. Her fingers brushed his, lingered. Glow scanned. Warm. No pullback. Human way. Practical. Footsteps echoed from stairwell. Evan tensed. Bat ready. Door creaked. Mara slipped out. Lockpicks vanishing into pocket. Super bought it. But black SUVs circling block. Rivals? Lyra's antennae curled. Vectors. Evan pointed east edge. Open sightline there. We wait. Mara nodded. I'll watch stairs. Pulled a deck chair. Sat casual. Lyra edged closer to Evan. Shoulder to shoulder, her cool against his warmth. Team, she murmured. He squeezed her hand. Team. 3 cycles ticked. Wind whispered. Then, a low thrum built skyward. Not plain. Smoother. Sable's voice crackled from Lyra's comm. Shuttle inbound. Vectors inbound faster. Headlights pierced below. 2 SUVs braked hard at building base. Doors slammed. Go time, Evan said. Bat up. Lyra's eyes locked his. Trust raw. She nodded. Figures spilled from vehicles. Cloaked. Scanners glowing. They fanned toward the fire escape. Mara bolted door chain. Stairs blocked. 5 minutes tops. Thrum swelled. A shadow blotted stars. Sleek shuttle descending. Ramp glowing. Rivals shouted below. Laser sights danced up walls. Evan pulled Lyra behind the unit. Ramp hits. Sprint. Her hand gripped his tight. Not fear. Resolve. Shuttle touched. Ramp dropped. Shouts escalated. A rival crested fire escape. Scanner sweeping. Evan swung. Bat cracked carapace. Figure tumbled back. Go! He shoved Lyra forward. She bolted ramp. Paused. Reached back. He sprinted. Grabbed her hand. Leapt aboard. Ramp sealed. Shuttle hummed vertical. Sable's hollow reformed. Retrieval secure. Human assist logged. Lyra clung to Evan. Breath synced. You fought. Protected. His arm around her. Solid. Below, rivals scattered. SUVs peeled out. Shuttle banked into night. Stars cleared. Her head on his shoulder. Bond sealed midair, but Sable's voids narrowed. Rivals trace beacon shards. Pursuit vector active. Evan met her gaze. Then we outrun them. Her antennae curled toward him. Smile sparked. Real. Electric. Shuttle lurched left. G-forces pinned Evan against the bulkhead. Lyra's grip tightened on his arm. Engines whined high. Vector shift complete. Sable's hollow intoned. Void scanned readouts. Rivals locked on shards. Ada to intercept. 4 minutes. Landing rooftop. Structure 47B. Retrieval gate deploys on ascent. Evan nodded. Scanned the cabin. No windows, just humming panels and restraint straps. How far up? 10 levels. Human avoidance protocols active. Cloak holds 180 seconds post-touchdown. Ramp hissed open. Cool night air rushed in. Rooftop gravel crunched under boots. Shuttle powered down silent. City lights flickered distant. No sirens yet. Evan grabbed Lyra's hand, pulled her toward the stairwell door. Stay low. Follow my lead. She nodded. Antennae quivered, eyes wide on the door's rusted handle. He jimmied it. Hinges squeaked soft. Peered down. Dim bulbs glowed every other landing. Footsteps echoed faint. Someone descending level 3. Wait. He pressed finger to lips. Listened. Steps faded. Now. They slipped in. Concrete stairs spiraled tight. Evan's sneakers gripped tread silent. Lyra's boots clicked light. He slowed her pace. Matched rhythm. Camera blinked red at landing 2. He ducked under lens arc. Tugged her chin down. Eyes floor. They catch movement. She mimicked. Body heat brushed his back. Trust in every step. Neighbor door creaked open below. Laughter spilled. Late night duo. Bottles clinking. Evan froze. Pulled Lyra flat against wall. Her breath hitched quiet. Missed the bus again? Male voice slurred. Yeah. Cabby ghosted. Female giggle. They passed landing 1. Stairs empty above. Evan exhaled. Signaled up. 5 flights blurred. Sweat beaded his neck. Lyra's hand slick but steady. No questions. Just sink. Top door wedged. Evan shouldered through. Back to rooftop edge. Shuttle gone. Cloaked vanish. Stars wheeled overhead. Sable's hollow shimmered midair. Gate irised open. Blue swirl hummed. 10 feet wide. Stars warped inside. Retrieval primed, Sable stated. Lyra Vey, step through. Solo transit protocol. Lyra halted. Grip crushed Evan's fingers. Antennae flattened. Negative. Protocol violation. Declare bonded protector. Sable's voids pulsed. Bonding requires tribunal. Human ineligible. Step through. Now. She planted feet. Scales flushed violet. Evan Park saved me. Sheltered. Fought rivals. He enters with me. Evan stepped forward. Phone out. Thumbed notes. App. Typed fast. Hold up. Terms first. Held screen to hollow. 1. Safe passage for both. No scans on me. 2. No retaliation on Earth. Ram said. 3. Contact info for Lyra. Hollow scanned text. Paused. Human contract primitive. Legally void off-world. But. Logged for review. Gate stable 120 seconds. Lyra's eyes locked Evan's. You demand for me. Standard. He squeezed her hand. Clear terms or no deal. Voids narrowed. Compromise. Human assist designation. Escort to threshold. No further. Accepted. Lyra's antennae curled happy. She tugged him close. My protector. Gate hummed louder. Edges crackled. Rivals' engines growled distant, closing fast. Evan eyed horizon. Dots blinked inbound. Time's burning. She nodded. Interlaced fingers tight. Stepped forward. Grip iron. 1 pace. 2. Heat washed skin. Stars twisted inside. Sable monitored. Threshold secure. Release hold. Lyra ignored. Pulled Evan level. Toes at rim. Wind whipped. Rival lights pierced clouds. Lock-on beeped from her wristband. Shuttle signatures inbound, Sable warned. Decide. Lyra turned, pressed lips to Evan's cheek. Quick, electric. Home is where you fight. She yanked him across. Light engulfed. Evan stumbled out. Solid floor. Air thick with ozone. Vast chamber arched high. Consoles hummed. Figures in robes froze. Staring, Lyra stood firm. Hand unbroken. Bond recognized. Protocol update. Evan Park integrates. Sable's hollow expanded. Voids widened fraction. Anomaly. Human breach confirmed. Alarms blared faint. Rival signatures spiked external scans. Evan straightened, gripped back, scanned exits. Where to now? Lyra smiled. Antennae toward him. Deeper, together. Doors hissed. Armed escorts rushed in. Not hostile. Beckoning. He matched her stride. No questions. Ready. But Sable's voice cut sharp. Rivals breached outer net. Tribunal fast tracks. Human prepare integration scan. Evan's jaw set. Phone still clutched. One fight down. More coming. Lyra leaned in. Whisper hot.